Om Swastiastu. My name is Arthur Sif Pamulango. I am from the Udayana University, Bali. I'm from the program of Mechanical Engineering. And at this time, I want to present to you my metallurgy assignment that called Non-Ferrous Metal, a Variety of Possibilities. The book source that I use is Metallurgy for the Non-Metallurgy Second Edition. Light metals or aluminum, beryllium, magnesium, and titanium. Aluminum as a light metal. Aluminum is often selected for its electrical conductivity, which is nearly twice that of copper on an equivalent weight basis. Beryllium is a high-strength, lightweight metal that is finding increasing as a use as a structural material in aerospace vehicles. Magnesium has long been recognized as the lightest structural metal. Structural applications include industrial, material handling, commercial, and aerospace equipment. Titanium is another low-density element that can be readily strengthened by alloying and deforming precision. Corrosion-resistant alloys or cobalt, copper, nickel, titanium, and aluminum. Non-ferrous metal and alloys are widely used in corrosive environments. At one end of the spectrum, they are used for water piping and food preparation. At the other hand, they are vital to the operation of many chemical plants dealing with aggressive acid and alkalis. Four common non-ferrous metals used for their well-documented corrosion-resistant properties are copper, nickel, titanium, and aluminum. Superalloys. Superalloys are a group of nickel-based, cobalt-based, and iron-nickel-based alloy that exhibit outstanding strength and surface stability at temperature up to 85% of their melting points. The iron-nickel-based superalloy are an extension of stainless steel technology and generally are rough, whereas cobalt-based and nickel-based superalloy may be rough or cast, depending on the application or composition involved. Superalloys are generally used at temperature above 540 degrees Celsius or 1000 degrees Fahrenheit. Refractory metals. This family has 5 members: niobium, also referred to as collodium, tantalum, molybdenum, tungsten, and rhenium. With the exception of 2 platinum group metals, osmium and indium refractory metals have their highest melting temperature of all metals. Refractory metals are readily degraded by oxidizing environment at relatively low temperature, which has restricted their use in low temperature or non-oxidizing high temperature environments. Low melting point metals. Bismuth, its melting point of 183 degrees Celsius or 360 degrees Fahrenheit, is lower than that of tin lead solder. Indium melts at 156.2 degrees Celsius, has low tensile strength and hardness, and is stable in dry air at room temperature. Lead. The low melting point of lead is 327 degrees Celsius or 621 degrees Fahrenheit, make it one of the simplest metals to cast at approximately 370 degrees Celsius or 700 degrees Fahrenheit. Tin, one of the first metal known to humans, is non-toxic, soft and pliable, and suitable for cold rolling. Zinc has a relatively low melting point of 419 degrees Celsius or 787 degrees Fahrenheit, resists corrosion, is ductile and malleable, and is highly soluble in copper. Reactive metals. Reactive metals readily combine with oxygen at elevated temperature to form very stable oxides. Reactive metals are extremely noble because of their passive films. However, they may become embrittle by the interstitial abrasion of oxygen, hydrogen, and nitrogen. Hydrofluoric or HF acid rapidly attack reactive metals such as niobium, tantalum, zirconium, and titanium, either as pure or alloyed metal. As low as 1 or 2% reactive metals in stainless or nickel alloys reduce their corrosion resistance to HF. Precious metals. Gold is extremely soft, ductile, and easy to deform. Chemically pure gold is 99.9% pure, and high purity is commercially available. Silver. Among metals, pure silver has the highest thermal and electrically conductivity. Next to gold, it is the most ductile. Platinum, gold metals are expensive and scarce. These metals and their alloy typical are the only materials available to meet the requirement of advanced technology or special industry application. Not so well known are the 6 platinum group metals which commonly occur together in nature: platinum, palladium, iridium, rhodium, ruthenium, and osmium. Rare earth metals. The name derives from oxide minerals in which they are discovered. The family tree have these members. The family tree has these members: scandium, yttrium, platinum, cerium, praseodymium, neodymium, promethium, samarium, europium, gadolinium, terbium, dysprosium, holmium, erbium, thallium, ytterbium, lutetium. Metalloids or semi-metals. There are some elements that act as metals under some circumstances and act like non-metals under different circumstances. These are called semi-metals, but have been called metalloids or like metals. These elements tend to be semiconductors. Silicon is the important examples. Other examples include boron, gallium, germanium, arsenic, antimony, tellurium, polonium, and astatine. Special purpose metals and alloys. Uranium is moderately strong and ductile metals that can be cast, formed, and welded by a variety of standard methods. It is used non-nuclear, unclear application largely because of its high density, or 68% greater than that of lead. Vanadium, chemical active and closely related to niobium, tantalum, titanium, and chromium. Vanadium is soft, ductile, and strong, and is resistant to atmospheric corrosion and hydraulic and sulfuric acid environment. Magnetic alloys. Magnetic material are broadly classified into two groups with either hard or soft magnetic characteristic. That's all of my presentation today, and thank you.